the line is open for your pet questions. Like Frank, listening on KFAB. Frank, welcome to Animal Talk.
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
What can we do for you and your cat?
Well, I did what I don't think is a dumb thing. But
don't underestimate yourself, Frank.
Jamie.
I'm sorry.
Well, we have a cat. He's Persian. He's about 10 years old, and he gets all knotted up. And yesterday we did his about semi-annual grooming and shave him down, so to speak.
Okay.
And normally, excuse me, he's one of those weird cats. He usually uses the restroom, his litter box, about once a day and makes a lake, you know.
Okay.
Stores it up like an elephant. Well, he was pretty dismayed after having been shorn yesterday like a sheep and having his first bath in a year, probably.
Okay.
And
Persians love that.
I know.
Yeah.
And he seems to be eating okay.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gone to the litter box and stood there about 2 or 3 times, but he hasn't made any water. And it's been since yesterday afternoon, so I don't know if it's like take him to the vet, have him capped or something, or just watch.
How old is he?
Oh, he's about 10.
Okay. And has he ever had a problem like this before? Has he ever done anything like this before?
Well, not that I know of.
Okay.
I mean, he like I say, usually he's pretty noticeable when he uses the litter box.
And you're absolutely sure he hasn't gone like in the litter box or in a plant strategically someplace?
No, I am not absolutely positive. In fact, there was a kind of a larger pea in one of the litter boxes, but it wasn't his normal one.
All right.
Okay. Well, the thing that you're describing here is kind of a scary thing. Because what you're describing is something called FUS, feline neurologic syndrome, or FLUTD, which is just a dumb name for FUS. What it is, it's the concern is that this syndrome is where the crystals can form inside the bladder, and they basically block up the urethra as the urine tries to get out. And so they try to, just like having a plug drain, as the cat tries to urinate, the urine can't get out. They feel like they have to go, but they can't. The bladder gets bigger, and then it moves up and gets into the kidneys. Well, we were talking about why it is feline neurologic syndrome, which is a disease where it's a syndrome because it's a number of diseases coming together where you form crystals in the urine. Those crystals cause a problem with infections, with trauma to the bladder, with even renal failure, and if left unchecked, with death. So it is a big syndrome of problems. But as I say that, if the kitty's acting pretty normally, it's probably not an emergency right this second, but it can become one very, very quickly.
Okay.
Now, if we're blocked, it's not because we were getting groomed. That's why it probably isn't that, because we just had something going on that was a traumatic event in the kitty's life. It would be odd that this would come on right now. The other side of that coin is it sure fits all the criterion for it being that. And one step further, it's not something you want to wait on. It's something you want to check out before it gets to be a problem. So I would say, yes, this is something you should get to a vet. You could get them to check it out. And quite honestly, putting their hand around the abdomen of your kitty and feeling the bladder is going to give them the answer right away. Either we have an infection or something that's causing the urethra to burn, feeling like we have to go constantly and we're not able to make anything, or we're going to be blocked up, and if we're blocked up, then we're going to need to be catheterized, and the catheterization, there you go, the catheterization is going to help clear out what you have in there and let the kitty pee normally.
Okay.
And I would say this is a real good case where if you go get it checked out and everything's fine, we're dancing. If you get it checked out and there's a problem, you're going to be happy, too, because you got things taken care of before it became an emergency.
Okay.
Is this something he can hold off till Tuesday morning, or should he try to find a vet tomorrow on the holiday?
I would try to find a vet. Basically, if we're not peeing, if we're straining to go and we're not peeing, it becomes an emergency really fast.
Okay.
So I would try to find a vet as soon as you can to get things looked at.
Luckily, we have and we normally use give you a plug, the VCA hospital here in town.
Uh-huh.
And they're open until 11 o'clock every night.
Oh,
great.
They work hard like Brad. He's the only time he's ever not at his clinic is when he comes here to do the radio show, I swear. The man works like a maniac.
So now you know whose life not to trade with. But what you should do... tell them I said to go there, and seriously, I think it's a real good idea to get checked out, and they'll take good care of you, but this can be something that it can be nothing, or it can be everything. The only way to find out is to check that abdomen. Okay.
I thought I would call and check and get an idea. My wife that's what her opinion is. We need to go and
grab the pillowcase.
I'm being the normal husband saying, it's the night before the 4th of July. Is it really an emergency? Maybe he'll just decide to pee at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
But, we won't wait.
It literally could be that. It could be they feel there and they go, okay, let's get some pee. They'll check some pee for you and say, hey, it's pretty normal. It's not that big a deal. Everything's fine. Everybody has a good laugh about it. But the other thing is, you could be saving the dog's life, the cat's life. See, and then even the dog knows you should go. So,
he's letting me know.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Call and let us know what happens.
All right, Frank. All right, thanks for calling.